Well, hello my beauties and welcome to my channel and my powders. Basically my bronzers and my powders, because as you saw by the title, I am decluttering today. And let me do this because, yeah, that's better. So yeah, let's get the usual disclaimers out of the way. If I declutter anything that you love, it's just, you know, I'm not going to apologize. It is what it is. They just did not work for me for one reason or another. So there is that. Today I'm going to declutter my powders, my face powders and my bronzers. I'm also going to go through my blushes and my highlights, but not in this video. It's going to be a separate video. So yeah, my desk is looking, yeah, not so good, but it is what it is. It is just an old table that I used and there are makeup stains on it. I don't know what to say about it, people. I am going to have kind of three piles. I'm going to have toss, I'm going to have pass on, and I'm going to have keep. Tossing will commence when something is very, very bad or gone bad, you know, that kind of thing. And if I'm going to pass stuff on, it is first pick for my friends and family. After that, everything that is left, I will go through and I will probably put it in a giveaway. Because if it is still good, I don't want to toss it. But those will only be products that I can kind of sanitize. So for instance, I don't know, a pressed bronzer or even a loose bronzer, a loose powder. I have not really touched, you know. I have tipped out and in the cap and... So yeah, and I can pressed powders and eyeshadows I can sanitize. So there is that. Brushes I could sanitize as well. Lippies I am not going to put in any giveaway unless they are unused, but that will be another giveaway then. So yeah, I think I have rambled on enough. Let's just go there. Let's start with powders. So let me put this to the side, like that. So let's see if I can kind of go through it a little bit quickly. Let's do that. So this is my keep box. And over there is my donate or pass along stuff thingy. Okay, let's start with something that I know I'm going to get rid of regardless. And that is my banana powder. So I have... Yes, three banana powders. So I have here a banana powder from Essence. It's a pressed one. I got it because Paulina from Paulina Beauty raved about it. I just found that I don't like banana powders. I don't like them underneath my eyes. And yeah, I don't really use them to really, I don't know, brighten up and banana up the rest of my face. So this one from Essence, while these, also another disclaimer, these powders are not bad. Just saying, they are all nice products, it's just not for me. So this one is going... I also have this one from Revolution, the luxury banana powder, but this one is pretty dark. So the Essence one is pretty light. This one is a pretty dark one and is actually more peachy than yellow, or at least for me it is. I really did not like this powder. This made me look way too cakey underneath my eyes. But yeah, I am very, very particular about powders going underneath my eyes. So there's that. Here I have the Catrice Banana Light Illusion Loose Powder in Yellow Matte. This is also very, very pale. So good if you are pale, basically. It is not a bad powder, but again, I don't really like banana powders. So yeah, there's that. That's the reason it's getting, well, not tossed, but passed along to a new home. Let's go to... this one from Juvia's Place. I'm actually kind of on the fence about this one. This I don't have that long. I don't really know what I think about this powder. And so it's kind of meh. It's kind of in the middle for me. So for reference, my skin is 44 years old almost. So I have fine lines. I have some deeper lines. And my skin type is pretty normal actually. I do have sensitive skin, or skin that is easily sensitized. I have to say that correctly. I also have skin that is easily dehydrated. But overall, yeah, I think it's a pretty normal skin. I can get a little bit more combination-y during the summer, but I think that's normal if you live somewhere that is warm as well. So yeah, I'm not overly dry, I'm not overly oily, it's just I'm kind of normal, I think. So there's something normal about me after all. Haha, who knew? Anyway, so yeah, this powder, it does not really, it's not horrible, but it is not fantastic. It's just meh. So I'm kind of on the fence if I should keep it or not. I really don't know. So yeah, I am going to put this in the maybe pile. I'm going to make a maybe pile. That one's over there. Okay. Let's go to this one from Catrice, the All Matte Plus Shine Control Mattifying Powder in transparent. This is actually a pretty nice powder. I panned it, as you can see. And this one I'm just going to use up. I'm going to keep. It's a nice powder. There's nothing to write home about, but it's a nice powder. Let's go to this one then, the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. This is in the color 115. This is kind of my winter color. I don't really like this, actually, which is kind of weird because you see I have used it a lot. It is actually too heavy for what I like now. It gives me a cake face. That's basically it. It gives me a cake face. It settles into my lines, especially the ones around my mouth and on my forehead, those that tend to move the most. I'm going to toss this because I have no one to give this to. So yeah, and it is also a little bit of an older powder, so I'm going to toss it anyway. Let's go to this one then from Makeup Revolution, the matte base powder in P2. I don't have this one that long, and this was in my yearly favorites of last year. I like the powder, but I really love to use this powder. If I'm not using it to set my face with, I'm using it to blend out eyeshadow if I need it. And I love it for that reason specifically, because it has kind of a blendability to it. I think that is the best way to describe it. So yeah, it's a nice powder. Okay. Those two, I'm keeping it though, by the way. Let's go to this one from Effect. This I got in a box, in a Style Tone box. And actually the lid is broken, I saw. So it does not really want to close. This is a setting powder based on rice powder, I think. This mattifies like a mother effer, and I don't like that. However, I have decided to put this in my special effects kit because it is a translucent powder, and I think I can use this powder very, very nicely to set cream products with. So I'm going to keep it, but it's going to go in my special effects kit. So I'm going to put it behind my basket. Okay, the Catrice Extreme Blur Loose Powder. This was actually limited edition. It is a very, very nice powder. It's very finely milled. It is a very nice powder. I am going to pass this along though, just because of the fact that, yeah, it is not available anymore. Which I didn't know when I got it. I only found out later. And I always the cap and I don't see eye to eye. But yeah, it's a very nice powder. But yeah, again, I'm going to give it away because it is not available anymore. The next one that I have here is the Catrice Glow Illusion Fixing Powder in Translucent Radiance. It's a nice powder. However, this powder makes me look cakey quickly. And that is a shame, especially around my mouth area. This powder just... maybe it is a bit too heavy for me. I think that is it, because it is a very nice powder. I'm going to pass it along though, and it does have a radiance. I don't know if you can see it. So if you blend it out, it does have a nice radiance. But yeah, I tried it as a buffing powder as well. It's just a bit too cheap, I want to say. And the reason I'm going to say it is because I'm going to talk about this powder next. The consistency of the Hourglass Veil, the thickness, is kind of the same as from the Glow Illusion. However, this, I don't know what they did with this. This is actually a little bit of a heavier powder. It is a little bit sticky. So this one, while it is a nice powder, and I enjoyed using it before I had this one, just doesn't cut it for me anymore. So I'm going to pass it along to someone else. So yeah, this one though, the Hourglass Veil, is not going anywhere. It is such a good powder. So yeah, it's just, this was a gift. But she's so expensive, but she's so good. I am going to obviously keep her. I'm going to put her here. I'm going to keep her and I'm going to love her. And then, I don't know, when she's done, I'm going to keep the memento or something along those lines. I don't know. Let's grab these next. Let's go to this one from Root Cosmetics. This is an under eye powder that I bought last summer and I actually kind of liked it. It is a very fine powder. It has a little bit of a luminosity to it. I don't know, how do you call that? Like fish scales. That reflectiveness that it has. I don't know. I cannot find it for the life of me, think of the English word at the moment. But yeah, this is a very nice powder. It sets my makeup nicely. If you have dry under eyes, you can use this. Just don't use a lot. Yeah, that's basically it. It's a nice powder though. So yeah, I'm keeping. Okay, next let's go to this one from Kiko Milano. This is actually the powder that I have on my face today. I got it just yesterday. It is their Invisible Touch Face Fixing Powder. It also has kind of a, yeah, pearlescent sheen. That was the word I was looking for. Sheen is very, very finely milled. It's just as fine as the Root Cosmetics powder, so it's even finer than the Hourglass. Even though I have used it only once, I just cannot wait to use it again, you know? So that tells me that I'm going to like this powder a lot. So definitely staying, and I only got it yesterday. So yeah, there's that. I have two powders left. I have a pressed one and I have this one. This is also, let's talk about this one. This is also a radiant powder. This is the Flower Beauty Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder. You can set and you can buff with this. And it is a very, very pretty powder. It's a bitch to open though. I won this in a giveaway. It's very, very pretty. It reminds me of the Hourglass powder. However, consistency-wise, however, the Hourglass powder is way, way better than this. But I kind of keep forgetting that I have it. And that is a shame, because it is a very nice powder. So I kind of want to give it another chance. I'm going to keep this one for now. I'm going to leave it on my desk so I can see it. Because I have found that if I like a powder, for instance, like the Hourglass one, if I like a powder, I want to keep on using that powder. And then forget the rest. You know, that is what happened with these two, with my Catrice Pressed and my Revolution Pressed. That is kind of what happens. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, I want to use this one more. I want to kind of formulate my opinion on this one. Maybe the same with this one. Yeah, I have used this one and it is meh. You know what? I'm going to, oh, I'm so back and forth. I'm going to keep it for now. I can always declutter it later. I'm going to keep it for now. And this one is the last powder that I have. And I've been talking for way too long, so I need to hurry it up. This is the last powder that I have. It's from Kiko Milano. It is a finishing powder. It's very, very pretty. It has a subtle sheen in it. And it is gorgeous. She does have a floral scent though. So if you don't like that, you may not like this. But yeah, it's not one that irritates my nose. And I'm very sensitive to scents. If I smell it, I smell it. I am going to leave it open like this to kind of air out a little bit extra. But yeah, I'm going to keep that. So this was it. This was my powder stuff. Yeah, so tossing 1. Keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And passing along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the effect one I counted in my keeping, but it's going to go in my special effects box. So yeah, that was my powders. So let me move this to the side then. Let's go to bronzers next. Let's start with these two. These are two bronzing sticks. This one is from Essence. It's the Adventure Awaits Get Sunkissed Bronzing Stick, but it is actually a pretty cool... I don't know what to do with this. Yeah, it's not my color at all. It's also not available anymore. And to be quite honest with you, I think I need to toss it. Oh yeah, I'm going to toss this one. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have anyone to give this to. I don't think it has a long life left, so I'm just going to get rid of it. This one I got last summer in a Style Tone box. This is the stick from Larizzi in the color Mahalo. This one I actually use quite a bit as a bronzer. The only downside is that if I have my silver hair, this gets stuck in there and kind of yellows it. So yeah, but it is a very nice yeah, cream bronzer. And this is I really liked using this one, so I'm going to keep it. Yeah, it still smells okay. I'm going to keep this one. Okay, let's go next to my bronzers then. Let me grab them. Let's actually start with these two, which are two face palettes. This is the Ultra Contour palette from Makeup Revolution. I got this as a gift from someone. I don't know how long she had it for, and I actually think there is a certain smell to powder products sometimes when they get older, that, I don't know, that old lady, that grandma smell. So I think I'm actually going to get rid of this. This is an older product. I, again, don't know how long she had it for. I kind of did use this shade a little, but I'm just not a person who contours. So I think I'm going to toss this one, just to be safe. So yeah, this one is going in the bin. The next one that I have is this. This is the Praline palette from I Heart Revolution. It came in one of the chocolate heart gift sets, and it is actually a very nice product. I just never, ever reach for this. Ever. I'm going to give this away because I'm not going to use it, and I want someone to use this before it goes bad. So I'm going to give this away. Okay, the next one is from NYC. It's the big bold bronzer. I think this one needs to go though. NYC was sold here in store. I got this when I first started my channel, and this color is not even available anymore, 601 Manhattan. So while it is a very pretty bronzer, I think this is just too old, and I think I just need to toss it. Okay, so the next thing that I have here is also broken. It's from Essence. It's their Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder for darker skin in the color Sunny. Yeah, I did not really like this one that much. On me, it was a little bit too orange, I felt. While it is not a bad product, and I kind of like the smell, it has a coconut smell, I never use it. I have used it quite a bit. If I reach for it in summertime. It still smells good though. Maybe I will leave it for one more round, and then I will see next. The thing that annoys me though is that the packaging is broken. That is one of the reasons that I don't like plastic packaging very much. But it is staying for now. Let's go to this one, which is a beautiful bronze bronzer that I got as a gift. And I think this is from Superdrug, I don't know. The smell is, it's okay. I haven't used this one a lot because the color is kind of weird for me. Let me kind of compare it to my favorite. This is not going anywhere. This is, I have a dip in it. This is the one that I use. This is a bit too pink. This is and then orange, very, very warm. This is a bit too pink for me. I could almost use this as a blush. Yeah, this is too pink. So this one I love. My skin, my undertone is neutral, but I can kind of go either way. I do prefer, however, at the moment, cooler toned bronzers. This one is just, I don't know, it makes me look reddish, and I don't really like that. So I'm going to pass this one along. I'm just going to leave them open so I can kind of see the color. So let's go to the Catrice Sun Glow then. And this is also, as you can see, it's not as cool as this one, but I really, really like this color as well. So because I know I really like this color as well, and it's a little bit warmer than this one. This one is very, yeah, almost green grayish. This one is a little bit warmer, more maybe on the neutrally side, and this is warmer still. I'm going to get rid of the Essence one as well, because I know my preferences now. This one is too warm for me, so I'm going to pass it on. Maybe my sister will like it. Again, I already said that. So I'm going to leave these two open so I can kind of compare, you know. I have here the Ame Smooth Finish Pressed Powder. I got this in a box. Oh god, she still stinks. This is a very, very pretty color. So basically I have the three, is it like this one? No. I really like this color as well, but she's very, very smelly. And the trouble is, I cannot recommend it because it is not sold online. However, I think I'm going to keep it though. It's a maybe. So let me put it to the side. It's a maybe. Maybe I have a similar color that I can recommend, so then I can get rid of that one. This one is from Mesauda Milano. It is actually a blush in the color Liar. I got this one in a box as well. It's not a color that I use. It is too... I've used it as a blush, but I don't really like it as a blush. So it is in my bronzer pile, but I just don't use it because as a bronzer it is too pink, and as a blush I think it is too brownish almost. So I'm going to pass this one along as well. Here I have my Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow. That's not going anywhere. But also I can kind of see this shade wise is also a bit more pink than I prefer, but let me swatch it. So this is that one. And then the Ame one, which is a bit cooler. Yeah, this one was a gift and I really do not want to declutter it, but I know it's not a color that I grab because it is actually too pink for what I like. It's going in a maybe pile. It's going in a maybe pile. Okay, the Essence Bronze Glow in color Fearless matte bronzing powder. Let me swatch it. Okay, so this is also kind of like this one, I think. I don't know where I have it, so let me put this one. I think I have it here. Yeah, so I have it there for the color. Then let's put this color next to it. Who knew there was such a color difference in bronzers, people? I think I'm going to pass this one along as well because it is not a bad formula. But I would actually rather keep this one then because this one feels a lot more creamier. It's such a nice formula, this one. This one from Milani, the Baked Bronzer in Soleil. I have had this for quite a while. This was my first shimmery bronzer and I liked it. However, if I put it on my face, the only thing I kind of see is that glow. And I really do not like it. So I'm going to pass this one along because it is actually too glittery for what I like. I have two left here. I have the Summer of Love Triple Baked Bronzer. I'm just going, you know, I'm going to swatch everything. I like this one a lot. It was in my favorites. It's very, very pretty. It's such a, I can actually start using this one again because now I'm light enough. And if I compare it to what can I compare it? So these two are actually pretty similar. In undertone, only the Summer of Love bronzer has a sheen. So if you like the base color of this but want one without a sheen, check out the Maybelline City Bronzer in 200. But this one is not going anywhere. It is very, very pretty. It is one of my favorites. Then the last one is the Chocolate Heart. This one I can make use of in summer a little bit more. Let's put you here. Also more of a cool toned, but very pretty nonetheless. So this one is staying as well because I really like it. And this one gives me a sheen without making me golden, you know? So yeah, so this one is staying. The Chocolate Heart is staying. The Summer of Love is staying. This one is obviously staying. It's one of my favorites. This one is staying. Oh Lord. Can I not depan this and then put it into another compact? Maybe I can do that because this annoys me so much. Anyway, it is staying. I'm going to keep it. It's just maybe I'm very sentimental now, but I am going to keep it and see what happens. And I'm also going to keep this one. I am going to let it air out a little bit more though. No, I'm giving away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm tossing 3, well 2 and a palette, and I am keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So that is a little bit better for me. So yeah, I think that is it for this video. Yeah, if you are new, thank you for coming over. Check out the rest of my channel. I have a bunch of stuff. More of these videos are coming because I'm also going to declutter my blushes and my highlights. And I'm probably going to go through my eyeshadow palette collection. I'm also going to declutter some generic stuff like, I don't know, mascaras and all that goodness. So yeah, that was it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening, and I will see you very, very soon in my next one. Bye guys.